The Daleks are experts in all forms of warfare, and their complete lack of any concepts of morality, honour or regard for life have led them to employ a variety of forms of biological warfare over the years. In fact, one of the chief roles of Dalek scientists is the research and manufacture of biological weapons. Daleks will often study the flora and fauna of the planets they conquer and harvest useful materials from the ecosystem before destroying it, giving them a constant supply of new viruses, bacteria and chemicals that can be used for biological weapons. One of the earliest known uses of biological weapon used by the Daleks was in the prelude to the 2150s Dalek invasion of Earth, in which they bombarded the planet with meteorites that brought deadly plagues to the population in order to weaken them in preparation of the invasion. This was a common tactic used by the Daleks, which they used against Earth on several occasions, including in the renewed Dalek invasion of Earth from a redundant timeline and the second Dalek invasion of Earth undertaken by the Dalek Time Controller. During the Dalek Wars, the Daleks conquered many planets using this tactic, and were also known for making use of diseases native to the planets they conquered, such as during an incident on Spyridon during the Second Dalek War, in which the Daleks planned to wipe out the local population with a cultivated virus, which was later turned against them. During the Third Dalek War, the Daleks bombarded planets with plague missiles in order to soften up human defences, causing a galaxy-wide pandemic that affected thousands of species. However, the Dalek usage of biological warfare was lessened during and after the Mavellan War, during which the Daleks themselves became victim to a deadly plague, the Mavellan virus, artificially created by the Mavellans to attack Dalek tissue. While they were eventually able to develop immunity to the plague, the immediate aftermath of the outbreak of the Mavellan virus shattered the Dalek Empire and set them back considerably. The Daleks sent to rescue Davros in the aftermath of the war had gas weapons available to them but preferred a more direct assault, only resorting to the use of these weapons after being persuaded by Lytton, their chief mercenary. This could indicate that due to the impact of the Mavellan virus on Dalek society, biological weapons had become less popular. However, the Daleks were still willing to steal biological weapons to use for themselves, as shown when the Time Controller attacked the Amethyst Research Facility and declared war on the Virans in order to take possession of the viruses contained there. However, it wasn't until the outbreak of the Time War that Dalek biological weaponry was put at the forefront of their combat tactics once again, as during this conflict the Daleks pursued any and all avenues of warfare in order to gain an advantage over the Time Lords. Alongside the standard Dalek scientists, specialised ranks were created for studying other life forms and developing biological weapons, such as the Dalek Overseer and the Dalek Scientific Divisions. Following the Time War, however, the Daleks seemed to once again shift away from biological warfare and employ more standard tactics instead. This may be due to the fact that during the Time War, the Daleks became so powerful that they no longer needed to weaken enemy defences with plagues or gas attacks, but it could also be because human countermeasures to these tactics had developed to the point where they were no longer effective. What do you think of Dalek biological weapons? Why do you think the Daleks' use of them has been inconsistent over the years? Were there any forms of Dalek biological warfare that weren't mentioned in this video? Let me know in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.